The Airline Pilots Association says it's grateful that a deal has been announced to end the government shutdown. Meantime, travelers in the United States are still feeling the effects. Some of the country's busiest airports were actually forced to significantly delay flights this morning due to staff shortages in air traffic control. Air traffic controllers haven't been getting paid, but are still supposed to show up to work. These three airports on the East Coast were first to be hit. New York's LaGuardia Airport, Newark Airport, New Jersey and Philadelphia as well. Flights destined for LaGuardia were prevented from taking off for about an hour. The Federal Aviation Administration says the staffing issues have cleared up, but that delays continue, so passengers are still feeling the effects. I want to bring in Miguel Marquez, who's joining us now from LaGuardia Airport. So, Miguel, as you know, there is a deal to reopen the government, but I assume the effects of the shutdown are still being felt at the airport. Just walk us through where things stand now.
Well, it takes, this is the whole ripple effect here. It
Right.
takes a long time. Once there was a ground stop here, and there was a ground stop for about an hour this morning, if you are in a distant location and you don't have a slot to come into LaGuardia because of the air traffic over New York City, because of what a small airport this is and such a busy airport, they won't let you take off to actually come in. So I want to show you sort of what's happening now. This was several hours ago that the ground stop was actually called. This is the arrivals. You can see a lot of them are delayed. Some of them are a few minutes ahead getting out, but lots and lots of delays across the board. We're finally starting to see some on times happening. So those are all the planes that have to get into LaGuardia, so then you can depart. What we're now seeing is that increasingly a lot of those departures are being delayed because the flights aren't able to come in here, and that it just has that knock-on effect. It'll take some hours before all of that is done and through, essentially. Not only are the air traffic controllers upset, or were upset about the shutdown, the Pilots Association and the flight attendants as well. Today, the flight attendants releasing a statement saying, "Are you listening, Mitch McConnell and Congress? Get the government open." And certainly, at least one source telling some of our reporters in D.C. that what government officials saw happen today, this was a tiny ripple through our air traffic control system here. What they saw happen today in some ways forced the president's hand to make that deal and get the government open, at least for now. Zane?
Right, because now it's affecting ordinary people, it's affecting everyday people. In fact, my husband is actually supposed to land at LaGuardia in a few hours from now. Let's see if he makes his flight. Miguel Marquez, live for us there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.